Welcome back to another episode of the Press Box. Y'all know what time it is. We talking about college football today. This is Bama Circle. We got a special guest today. We got Mr. F. Dot in the house, going to be sharing the stage with us. J. Rob will be here in a minute. Shout out to my dog Trent, 23rd birthday, MJ year for my dog Trent, man. Shout out, man. This is going to be a really great day. I, for one, can't wait to get into this NFL schedule because, man, there are a lot of great games that were played this last weekend, and I'm not going to lie to y'all, as somebody who resides, born and raised in Denver, Colorado, even though they're not going to be fully healthy, I can't wait to see that 4:25 p.m. slot with the Denver Broncos versus the Kansas City Chiefs. But y'all know what time it is, man. We here to talk about real ball. Also, as always, we got to give a continual shout-out to Splash Sports, y'all. We've been having a great partnership with Splash Sports that's been rolling, y'all. We have the $50,000 Survivor Series. It's one pick a week, survive in advance. You miss once and you're out. We got the $15,000 weekly pick 'em. You make your picks on every game, compete against other fans, not the house, and climb the leaderboard. Do you want in? The link is in the description and pinned to the top of the chat, or scan the code on the screen. Reminder, you got to be 18 or older to play, 20 or older to play Massachusetts, Iowa, Arizona, Louisiana, 19 or older to play in Alabama, Virginia. Terms apply. Paid partnership. Come run it with Player's Choice on Splash Sport and turn those picks into real cash prizes. And just so y'all know, Bama, I don't know how things been going your way with Splash Sports, but I have been cooking. But I gotta say, I got a little robbed this past weekend because I actually had some nice picks that I put in there. But Sam Darnold, I didn't realize they was going to win 35-0 before the second quarter was over, so he didn't even have to throw the ball. And then James Cook, who would have thought that the Miami Dolphins were going to run them out of the building?
Crazy.
Bama, just, I don't know. Did your picks hit from flashes last weekend?
I'm going to be honest with y'all, boy. I'll be a little greedy. I ain't going to lie. I'll be in there trying to hit home runs. I'm talking about air bases loaded. Six, like, I'll be trying to go for goal. I'll be loading them up. I'll be doing 8 picks. 6 I'm horrible, bro. Like, do not, like, when it comes to that shit, bro, that slow money, that don't work for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I go home, man.
So instead of slowly building money, you're slowly losing money.
Or quickly losing money.
Quickly.
How much do you be putting in?
What, 15, 20?
Yeah, it just really depends.
15, 20 on an 8-leg parlay is insane. What?
Is it?
I'm trying to not work for a month. I'm trying to just chill for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Talk my little shit, you know, make a couple Instagram videos, you know, I got the locks, join my Discord, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be one of those real quick, man.
Oh, man, good luck, man. You gotta get them insider information.
Look, I'll be so close though, bro. It'd be like one person. It'll be like some ignorant shit. Like the person I think that's finna go under, they'll go over. Like one time, Jake Brown and ruined my whole ticket. I would have hit all 8, and this fucker decides to be Joe Burrow and goes.
The one game though, Ben. The one game he want to be Burrow though, right?
One game.
As always. Yeah.
One game he chooses to be Joe Burrow, and that's what ruins my ticket. And it's just like, you can't make this up, man.
That's pain.
Yeah, man, this is going to be a fun episode. Whatever, Riddell, appreciate you coming on, bro, because there's a lot of crazy football that happened this past weekend, man. We obviously talked about the Broncos game versus the Raiders, but I just got to ask y'all a question, man, because I'm not torn about them, but the Packers and the Eagles game, 10-7, y'all, I thought the Packers were going to be a contender coming into the year, y'all, but y'all got to admit, they've struggled with the Bengals, lose to Cleveland, lose to Carolina, 40-40 overtime draw with the Cowboys, and then they put up 7 points and lose at home versus the Eagles. Yo, are the Packers, are they contenders, or are they just simply like a good team with a very shaky quarterback situation?
I think they're a good team with a very shaky receiving core. I think Jordan Love was very shaky in that game as well. I think that the defense is so elite. Like Evan Williams with McKinney, the D line, like they played really good. But yeah, Jordan Love, he has these stinkers where I think he just tries to do too much. He overcomplicates the game. He tries to go for those big plays, and it never really ends up working out, especially against those elite defenses that's honed in and kind of have a really great game plan. Especially when you have like receivers who can't consistently get open or get separation. It's like you have to play more timely. You have to play more anticipation. It has to be on point. And Jordan Love really, he just doesn't have that in his game right now. But I think this team later on in the season, I think they still will be able to contend just because of the defense, and they can kind of just get the run game going. But right now, it is looking rough for the Packers, in my opinion.
Yo, Jordan Love just ain't him. It's okay to say it. It's fine. It's all right. He ain't going to enter that top tier elite conversation. Jordan Love is a quarterback that has talent. He has the traits. Everybody's favorite term. All the good traits, the arm talent. He can throw them side angles. You know what I'm saying? He learned a little bit from Aaron Rodgers. What's good, J-Rod?
What up, King?
Okay, Rob.
Yeah.
What's up, Brody?
What up? My bad. I had to fix that speaker.
No, you good.
So Jordan Love is
Talking
a
about the Packers,
quarterback
Eagles.
that the biggest issue with him at the end of the day will be the fact that he will be compared to Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre, two MVP quarterbacks that have won Super Bowls. And he's just not that type of quarterback that I've seen as of yet. Right? It's outside of looking in. Yes, they do need a wide receiver to explode this offense, but this team is also extremely good at literally almost every single level. I mean, at some point, we got to look at the quarterback and say, you got to make this work. Right? If you're going to be in the elite of the elite status, you got to make this work. I mean, we saw Jaden Daniels make it work. So
I mean, he did make it work, to be fair, in the playoffs, versus the Cowboys. And then he was fairly well in the next game, too.
Versus the who? Versus
Really good against the 49ers.
The Cowboys were the number 2 seed, I think. The number 2 seed in the NFC that year?
Like, be serious.
13-3? No. You
That
know,
49ers team was good, though, Riddell.
yeah, we have to give him credit for what he did, though. That
No, the
Cowboys was favored to
49ers
win.
fine, but
That
like
was
the
a great
Cowboys,
The Cowboys were really good that year. That could have won.
they're really good
MVP
every
that
year in
season.
the regular season.
Well, I think they had then you deserve credit for that. Like the Dak Prescott should have won MVP that season.
I mean, I guess so. You know, beat on the Cowboys, it's whatever. You know, it's whatever. I'll say that. But I do think that at this point, the Packers and Jordan Love in particular needs to take another level at his game. And until I see that, they're going to have a ceiling.
Well, somebody mentioned it.
Oh my God, bro!
Them not having Tucker Kraft, I think it's a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, dog. Listen, dog. Let me ask y'all a question. Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah, bro.
Yo, Riddell, if I pay you $50 million to do a job, how many? We give quarterbacks that make a lot of money in this league a lot of outs. At the end of the day, do you know why he's getting paid the money that he's getting paid, fellas? Because they believe as long as he's at under center, that they have a good chance to win a football game. Because if Josh Allen is out there, Lamar Jackson, Matthew Stafford, if it's a ragtag group of receivers out there, we're not saying, he's missing this guy. You expect the quarterback to find ways to win. The truth is, it is clear the Packers are all in on Jordan Love. I think he has a lot of talent. But I'm going to go a step further and tell you where this thing with Jordan Love seems like it's going to me. And I think it's all going to be real predicated on this season and next season. He got two routes. He got a route where he could be a definitive top 10 quarterback in the league, no question, undoubtedly. Or he could head down the Trevor Lawrence route. A lot of talent hasn't put it together. We're living off his moments more than his totality. And that's the thing with Trevor Lawrence. We lived off Trevor Lawrence's moments. He got paid for his moments, did not get paid for his totality. And Jordan Love, at some point, you're getting paid 50 M's a year. We got to stop making so many excuses for guys who are making half $100 million a season. Like, we can't. Jaden Reed, you telling me Jaden Reed not being there is really the reason why they couldn't get 7 points? No Tucker Crab, you can't get 7 points. You lost 7-3. You lost 7-3. All right, you get paid.
And they have depth.
$50
They have depth on the roster, right? At the end of the day, Lucas Musgrave was drafted before Tucker Kraft. I want us to all remember that. They also have Matthew Golden, who they drafted in the first round.
He didn't
They
play.
also
He
have-
didn't play last game.
And they got obviously Christian Watson came back in the game too. He was injured. He came back to help Jordan Love.
But we
Is
all
that
know
one
Christian
game?
Watson he's like a mid-tier deep threat. Like he's not even one of the best deep threats in the league. I mean, when you're without your best tight end, you're without Jaden Reed. Again, he hasn't played good. He didn't play good last game, but I mean that's a lot to kind of overcome, especially he's still kind of young, starting in this league. I mean, it's no excuse, it's no out. You know, he didn't play good, but
They scored 10 points, Brody. Like that's what I'm trying to say. If it's like, listen, I would hear a lot of these takes and opinions if it's a 35-33 shootout. All right. You know, it might have been one of them games where whoever had the last possession was going to win the football game. Then I think we got a different conversation. 7 points. You lost 3-10. You get paid 50 M's a year. I can't hear about the O-line. Can't hear about Tucker Kraft. Can't hear about Jaden Reed. They calling you the heir apparent to Aaron Rodgers. When he was balling against Pittsburgh, it was the student finally becoming a master. But I think in his high stakes games, I haven't seen. I think he has a lot of talent. That's all I'm going to say. And I just think you got to be the $50 million man that they paid you.
No, that's fact.
And I don't know why people are just stuck on this game in particular, which they keep on losing to the Eagles, by the way. Let's be very clear. They cannot beat the Eagles, but they have had other bad games this year.
There's abysmal losses in their record.
And games that they should not be losing to the Browns. And they lost to Panthers too, right?
That was the premise, J-Rob, is that they lost the Cleveland game 13-10. They were in a shootout with the Cowboys that was tied, and then 40-40. And then they had the game with the Bengals that was tight at the top of the fourth quarter.
Come on, bro. Like,
the question was, do you feel like the Packers, are they a contender to you?
No. I don't got them. Contender meaning like they can win the Super Bowl or they'll be competitive in the playoffs.
Well,
Super Bowl?
Make the Super Bowl.
Make the Super Bowl. No, I don't think they're going to the Super Bowl this year. I don't see it. I think they'll have a good. I think they can win a playoff game, maybe. But I don't see them going to the Super Bowl. Not this season. No, I don't.
Who's the best team in the NFC right now to you?
Eagles gotta be.
The Detroit Lions.
Oh man, we all saying the wrong answers. Matthew Stafford and the Rams. That's the right answer right there, boy.
I love it. I love what he's doing. Love what the Rams are doing. But I'm going to say the Detroit Lions. That's my team. And also at the end of the day, I'm going to stand on that because that was my Super Bowl pick. I had the Lions going to the Super Bowl, so I'm just going to stick to what I'm going to stand on that.
I still feel like it's a question mark in the defensive backfield with the Rams, but I'm not mad at the Rams pick. I feel like they front seven, one of the better front sevens in football. They super underrated. Jared Verse, Byron Young.
Mm-hmm.
Them dudes are animals, bro.
When they played Philly, we seen what happened, man.
Yeah. I mean,
Philly's a tough one. They can't say
you're right, but it's so this is the thing with Philly, bro. Philly is the best team in the NFC, but man, Kevin Petula just got this team out of whack. And the reason why I kind of keep blaming Kevin Petula, AJ B, 2 receptions, 2 targets, 2 receptions, 13 yards.
Crazy.
Part of it is on Jalen Hurts because Jalen Hurts missed him on that wide open shallow route when he just took off running with the ball. Like a lot of it is 50-50. 50 is on Jalen Hurts, 50 is on Kevin Petula. But this is what I got to say to Kevin Petula. This is why they pay y'all millions of dollars. You need to figure out whether that's moving AJB to the slot, putting Johan Dotson at the X, moving him over in the spot where Smitty at. I don't care. Take turns, whatever you got to do. But you have to figure out how to get your dogs the ball.
Yeah.
A receiver of AJB caliber having 2 receptions and having 2 targets. Fuck the receptions. Having 2 targets in a 60-minute game That's so bad, bro.
That's bad, bro.
That's bad because we ain't seen it. J-Rob, no, I'm a Lane Kiffin guy. We know them offensive gurus got plays to where they could just put their hands up. Oh, this is a touchdown. So if they could do that, you can figure out a way to get AJB the ball. And then it's like this is AJB. This is not what's my boy Christian Watson. This is not, you know what I'm saying? This is not these guys. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is not Jacoby Myers. This is not, you know what I'm saying? This is not what's my boy Darius Slayton. We ain't gotta figure out how to get the type of the ball. We talking about AJ Brown.
Right.
Like literally the closest thing I've seen to T.O. on the football field. Like we talking about AJ Brown. We're seeing what he did in a power eye system with the Titans and Ryan Tannehill averaging almost 20 yards a catch. We talking about AJ Brown, bro.
Arthur Juan Brown.
All right. Man, come on, man. And we can't figure out how to scheme up and get this boy the ball, man. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, Jalen Hurts, it's on you too, because a lot of people put you in all of these talks. You go to the Hall of Fame. That is cool, bro. Congratulations, bro. But you messing up other people Hall of Fame projections. You know what I'm saying? Projections. Not getting this dude the ball, bro. Yeah. That play where you took off running, yes, it's a good play. We here to win the game. But, bro, you got to throw that to AJB, bro. Like, it's no excuse for you not to throw that to AJB. He could have scored. Even though you picked up the first down, he could have scored, bro, and we still happy. He leaves the game 3 receptions and a touchdown. J-Rob, you know how this shit go. Yeah. I'd rather lead a game with 3 receptions and a touchdown than what you just did to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, regardless, Jalen Hurts, you are cemented in what, unless you just fall off a cliff from here. He's already cemented what he did winning for us with the Hall of Fame. Bro, you got to get your boy the ball, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you be getting Smitty the ball, but it's like, bro, you wanted all of these weapons over there not too long ago, 3 seasons ago, I believe, 4 seasons ago. You on the phone with AJB. Oh, that's my dog. We grew up high school. We went to camps together. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, act like it. Act like this was the 3-4 years ago, bro. Get your boy the ball, bro. Like, it's no excuse, bro. It's no excuse.
And can I throw one other thing out there? Is like, you know, this is just for like, there are people out there who believe like some of the AJ Brown's comments, you know, calling him a diva, this, that, and the third. At the end of the day, he blocked downfield. He still played every snap hard. But the truth of the matter is his money is dependent solely on his production. Nothing more, nothing less. A wide receiver, no GM is going to look at a 25 receptions, 500 yards, 2 touchdowns and say, yeah, that's a $20 million a year receiver. That's a $30 million a year receiver. Their whole thing is predicated on production. So, yeah, A.J. Brown wants the offense to get going, but yeah, he's going to be frustrated. He's a playmaker. Bama hit it on. So,
I think the whole diva thing is overrated. I genuinely don't care if you're a diva or not. You're a wide receiver. You should want the ball. Like, you should, like, especially in the NFL, I feel like in a one-on-one situation, you have to feel like you're open. Like, that's just what it is. And, like, I don't know, guys like Amon-Ra, I don't think Amon-Ra is, like, labeled as a diva, but there's clips of him crashing out when he only has 3 catches, you know? Like, that's just a part of the game, I feel like. And I think it's one thing to, like, totally screw up, like, the team chemistry, but if you're angry after a game or, like, frustrated visibly, I don't think that's much of a problem, to be honest. And, I mean, he's not going out and saying anything that I'm seeing. It's just kind of, he's just getting a lot of questions that are like,
I mean, you know, he said, if you got me on fantasy, bench me. You know what I'm saying? That's honesty right there.
That's not him. That's not him like embarrassing the team. That's just him like, you know, being funny and like posting his frustrations out there. Like, I don't know. I just feel like every top receiver, if they don't get the ball, they're gonna be mad. Like, that's just what it is. I've seen it with CD. I've seen it with every single receiver. So
yeah, it happens.
It's true.
So I think for me though, I guess Nick Wright and Chris Broussard, they had a conversation on First Things First, best sports show on television, by the way, outside of the Champions League.
I 100% agree with that.
Unless you're a soccer fan in the Champions League, and you know you got Thierry Henry, and then you got Kate Scott and Jamie Carragher, and then what's his name? The other dude, Big Meeks. Like
Big Meeks, yeah.
It's one of those shows. But what they said yesterday that I thought was kind of ridiculous personally, Nick Wright said he thinks that they went for it on 4th and 6 to try to appease A.J. Brown by throwing him a deep ball instead of punting it. And for me, I was just kind of like, it was a cold game. They knew they didn't have a leg. The defense had only given 7 points. They've been giving great field position back to the Eagles all day. And I think it was outside of field goal range. So remember, when you kick a field goal, you get the ball not where the ball is. You get the ball where the ball is snapped to.
Right.
So in their estimation, like if we just throw it from the 36-yard line, it's basically like we just kick the ball into the end zone on a kickoff anyway. Right. We believe our defense can get a stop here if we don't get the 4th down. For me, it was like a calculated risk. I know a lot of ESPN folks were just kind of like, and you absolutely should have punted it. I actually wasn't mad at it. I just looked at the situation like their kicker can't kick and he's injured. Right. So, and I don't believe, J-Rob, 27 seconds left. I don't believe you're getting down to my 30-yard line or my 25-yard line.
Yeah, I agree. I had no problem with the call either.
Yeah, I was good.
Yeah, it's more of a thing about trusting your defense than trying to appease A.J. Brown, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but shout out, man. It was a really, really interesting game. I'm going to have a couple more big games. I actually want to get into some of the college football stuff, obviously, to make sure we get into the topic today. But the Houston – did y'all watch the Houston-Jacksonville game?
Yeah, I did. I watched the second half.
I watched it from wire to wire, dog. What was it, 26-0, chat? Was that the score?
Crazy.
They was up 26-0 and got hawked down like a track.
David Mills, man.
But then I think it was 26-0, but I want to say it was 29-10 at the top of the fourth quarter.
The fourth quarter, yeah.
The third quarter, it was 23-10, and then Jaguars scored a touchdown, and then top of the fourth quarter, or in the fourth quarter, the Texans score. It's 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game. It's 29-18.
Yeah.
They were down 11, and then Jacksonville punts. They get another score, and then Jacksonville punts again. They get another score.
Yeah,
it was just like they collapsed down the stretch, and then Davis Mills.
They lost to a nigga named Davis.
Davis Mills had some good. He had some good run though.
They had a 26-point fourth quarter swipe.
Yeah.
I seen a stat that said that the Jaguars in the fourth. I think in the second half only had 2 positive yards on offense. I don't know how true that is.
I think they only had 1 throw, by the way.
Yeah,
in
that's
the second half.
Yeah, and again,
that's insane.
Again, I promise you. Did anybody watch Liam Cohen walk off that field after that game?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was pissed. He looked pissed.
Another $50 million guy.
Well, he only got 1 throw.
Game manager.
And to be fair, J-Rob, at the end of the game, the second to last play, they actually got the ball all the way to the 40 or 45, and they got it out of bounds. What's the receiver's name? Number 11, y'all.
He's talking about. Are you talking about
on
Brian
the Jaguars?
Parker Washington.
Yeah, Parker Washington. He caught the ball and he actually went out of bounds. But J-Rob, they got an illegal hands to the face with the offensive lineman on the right tackle, and then he ends up getting sacked, and then they return the forced fumble or whatever. I mean, T-Law's not great, y'all, but it's also kind of like.
No, he's
29-10, and you can't stop him.
This is football. That happens. My whole thing with Trevor is again, $50 million man. $50 million man. Like I think we gotta be dead for real about how much guys are being paid to do a job, and if they're paying you majority of their salary cap to do a job, you gotta finish the job.
J-Rob, these nowadays, bro, these quarterbacks not even getting paid off good seasons. They getting paid off of good games, good moments. Like they getting paid off moments. Like they don't even get paid off a season.
Like there's a guy in this group that on this panel right now who would have gave Trevor Lawrence $60 million if he could have.
I want it to be very clear. I will not have my name slandered. I abandoned that fool years ago. All right, he made me look stupid. They had the Jaguars were in comfortable position.
At one point, this guy right here would have gave Trevor Lawrence $60 million. I'm telling you,
I was in a good position. It was last year. The Jaguars were leading the AFC South. They had a
Yeah.
comfortable lead,
Yeah.
and then they just kept on losing.
They lost. They
And
lost.
then they
Yeah.
missed the playoffs. I'm like, bro, what is going on? Now, Trevor Lawrence gets none of my defense. The dude's not been good this year. The dude is too inconsistent when it comes to throwing the football.
So bad.
He has flashes where it's like, bro, this guy's a legitimate quarterback. He did, for some reason, he wanted to use that when he played the Chiefs. I want to be a quarterback again and beat the Chiefs. So, yeah, Trevor Lawrence is bad. But I'll say another thing. I genuinely think this Jaguars organization does not know how to run a team. Like, I genuinely think they do not run and orchestrate rosters well. Yeah, getting Liam Cohen was the obvious decision. He was going crazy with Baker and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Right. But I don't want to make it the thing. I'm not early. But trading up to get Travis Hunter was kind of a great decision. I'm just saying. And now in this team, when it comes down to the roster construction and everything that they've brought, they're bringing in more receivers. They're bringing in more cornerbacks. And it just seems like nothing they do when it comes to orchestrating this team in particular works. So, yeah, I don't.
It almost seemed like the owner's best friends with Jerry Jones. And he just mimicked the same shit that the Cowboys do. And they just, just do the weirdest shit. And, yeah, man. Amir Khan, man. Congratulations, bro. You are slowly drinking the Kool-Aid of the Cowboy saga, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, it's sad, bro. Like, it's ultra sad. You prematurely played Trevor Lawrence. I get it, bro.
Paid?
We go get into it a little bit. Later.
Premature?
It's like, yeah, bro, because I feel like at this point, y'all always use these weak ass excuses. Oh, well, it ain't too many quarterbacks walking on trees, so we gotta pay somebody now. No, what the fuck you don't. If you haven't shown me consistently, bro, that you really can do so with my team, I'm not gonna pay you off of moments because you the best what I can find right now, bro. That's just like saying, oh, I'm gonna get married this year, whether it's a junkie or not, bro, because I'm gonna get married. Like that's how stupid y'all be sounding when y'all saying, oh, junkie or I gotta pay this quarterback right now because it's no guarantee in the future I'm gonna have somebody. Like, bro, well, you finna be married to a bum, bro, and your team finna go right down the drain where you finna keep getting right back in the same situations that you was in. First round draft pick after first round draft pick because your team not good. Or you might just get to a point to where, oh yeah, we good enough to make the playoffs, but do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Like, who wants to be in a cycle like that? I thought the end goes to because this is what I say. This is where my CTE be acting up. But when I come over here and talk to people about NFL football, y'all make me feel like I'm crazy or something. I thought the goal was to win the Super Bowl. Okay? How close does this guy get us to winning the Super Bowl? We can't even get out the driveway in the playoffs with this dude. So why are you giving him all of this money? Because, hey man, he threw this nice pass this one random Sunday when it was fall time. It wasn't even cold outside. It was the perfect weather. You know what I'm saying? It was the backdrop was nice. Sade was playing, and he had this nice ass game, bro. I don't want to hear shit like that, bro. How many times has he strung wins together? Because we saw this from Patrick Mahomes. We saw this from Lamar Jackson. These dudes was winning 5, 6, 7 games in a row when we didn't even know who they was. They was chaining wins together. So in my head, I'm like, oh, okay, these guys possibly can get me to a Super Bowl because they can chain 5, 6, 7 wins together because it takes 4 wins to get to a Super Bowl unless you in the first place, first round bye, whatever, it's 3. So you got to figure out how to win games consecutively. And a lot of these dudes haven't shown you they can do that. They've shown you moments where they can throw a pretty pass, but at the same time, they've also shown you moments where they will shit the bed. Newborn baby, green shit. Leaking all out the pamper. Like, oh man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't. I just feel like, bro,
leaking out the pamper.
Just with the quarterbacks, bro. Like, we prematurely give these dudes the keys, the reins, like, and I feel like with that position, especially because it affects so much of the team. Not even the quarterback affects the defense, not let alone the offense. Like, he fixed all of that, dude. And I feel like we need to take a step back instead of being so quick to be like, oh, this is my franchise QB. This is starter. Nah, bro. Relax. Franchise tag a nigga or two. You feel me? Like, I need to know, bro. Like, I'm not trying to marry
You don't do that.
bro.
You don't do that with number one overall picks.
Man,
You don't do that.
yeah, you
No,
got
I
that.
agree with
I don't-
Bama.
Because if you finish-
The only person that's
gotta-
ever, the only
no,
person they've ever done a
no.
double franchise tag with is Kirk Cousins.
Kirk
You
We
saw
gotta
how that
see-
You
went.
missing the
Precedent,
point,
though.
though.
We gotta
You
change
missing the
precedent.
point.
That's the
I'm
point.
not.
No, it's
I'm
not.
not tripping.
I'm not doing it. It's just you
No.
ruin the locker room when you do something.
You
like that.
talking
It's not
about
happening.
you talking about a number one overall pick. I'm
Yep.
not worried about what pick he is. I'm specifically talking about up under center consistently. What are you showing me? Does that align with the Super Bowl? Because that's what I said last time I checked. I thought it was to win the Lombardi Trophy. Is it to win the
Not
Lombardi
every
Trophy?
organization's goal is to win a Super Bowl.
All right,
We
you
know
got
that.
it then. Well, you got it.
Not
then.
every
You
NBA
got it.
team is.
You got me. If that's not everybody goal,
not
they got,
every
you
NBA
told me
team's
something
goal
new.
is to win a finals. That's
But the Jags'
objectively
you
goal
just
is to
told
win
me
a Super
something
Bowl.
new.
No, it's
Yeah,
You
not.
would agree to
I
that.
didn't know
That's
that.
the case.
I
though.
didn't
I
know
think
that.
it is.
Everybody wanting to do something and then actually making it your goal to do things are two different things. The Jets want to win the Super Bowl. They have horrible ownership. The Dolphins want to win the Super Bowl. You have horrible ownership. In large part, the Jaguars want to win the Super Bowl. They have horrible ownership. The closest they got is 2017, right? 2017, Blake Bortles.
Yeah.
That's it. But that's an
The greatest
organizational
all-time
issue.
defense.
Joe Ellis, remember before Joe Ellis left the Broncos? Storied franchise. They've been to more Super Bowls than they had losing seasons. But then they got complacent. They got scared. They started drafting scared. And then they sucked for 8 years. Bama, you know that's how football works, bro. Like everybody has the same goal to win at the highest level. But you know who does? The Patriots. They're 6 years out of Tom Brady. And then all of a sudden they're back.
Crazy.
Talk about AFC.
That's crazy. That's a crazy turnaround.
They built it right. They got the quarterback, but that's the biggest question, though. That's what Bama's point is that so many times that you try to reach too hard, hoping that this guy's the quarterback. Be sure, at least be confident. We're seeing quarterbacks revitalize their career nowadays in the NFL. So sometimes
In
you
new
might want to
situations.
just take a flyer. Yeah, but those situations where these quarterbacks are reviving their career, yes, it's ideal circumstances, but it's also a situation where they don't have to pay them that much so they can build that roster. If you're paying this guy top of the line money, you have to be able to carry the team. When I'm looking at the Jaguars right now, I can't say that anymore. Trevor
But that's
isn't him.
that's
think
to
that's
Bama's point
Yeah,
though.
is
Like
Yeah, that's what I'm
like
saying.
he ain't carrying too many wins to be justifying $50 million. But I also understand.
And then they do that, and then J Rob, they do that dumbass market shit. It's like, oh, Patrick Mahomes made $50 million. It's
Yeah.
my contract, so now I
That's
need to
the
get
problem,
55. No, the fuck you don't.
No, you
Yeah.
don't.
Have
That's
you
the
showed
precedent,
me
but-
what Patrick Mahomes like ability? Have you showed me, young man? What are you talking about? Oh yeah, my contract's up. He just got 55. I need 56. No, the fuck. He just won an MVP. Like, this is where I just be getting so confused at, because you will hear guys like that. He wants 65 million because this is what the market said. What you talking about? What the market said? This nigga just won a Super Bowl in the end. Like, what are you talking about? The market?
That's the precedents that, unfortunately, the precedents that have been set. If
Like-
you finish top 5 in the MVP in one season, doesn't matter. You're getting $50 million.
Trevor has it, though.
But he's never even done anything
No,
close
yeah,
to that
he's
to
not-
warrant
But
that. Nor has Jordan Love.
but that's the thing that I was going to add, though, is that if you're a number one pick, then the guidelines of you getting 50 mil is way lower.
All right,
You
let me
don't
ask you this
have to do that
question. Let me ask you this question, right? My whole thing, and I don't want to get too lost in the tangent because I really like this topic because I got a bigger agenda to push, game-breaking agenda. My issue is like, for example, Bo Nix, right? And I'm only bringing them up, Swipe. This is not like a dig at the Broncos. I think they're winning despite him.
It's the
Not-
biggest carry
not
job
be-
in the NFL right
Not
now.
because of him. I think the Broncos are a lot like how the criticisms to Jalen Hurts and the Eagles, where it's like
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts isn't doing enough. The Eagles have everything around him. The Broncos, well-oiled machine, I think, all the way around.
It's one of the best teams in the league.
Weapons, run game, young core that's going to get better. A lot of the check marks for the Broncos is there. I think the only box that has a question mark on it
Go Knicks.
is the quarterback. But
Yep.
this is why I really don't always understand giving $50 million to just every guy. Because if Bo Nix, right, let's say Broncos have double digits win seasons over the next 2 more years of his rookie deal. They go to the playoffs, they lose in the first round, maybe back-to-back seasons. Bo Nix plays average. But because he was the starting guy or the guy under the center when they're winning these games, the thought process of let's give him $50 million because we got to this part. And my other part to a swiper is people always feel like when I ask why would they give this guy this money, everybody's rebuttal to me is always, well, what else were they gonna do? What do you mean? What else was he going to do? The Ravens had no fear to let the open market see if Lamar Jackson was.
No. That's not what happened.
What I'm saying is
it was collusion.
But that's not what happened.
No, but what I'm saying is they had the balls to just say.
No, J-Rob, you know very clear and well when you put a player on that kind of tag and just a tender and you get for 2 first-round picks per said player.
Right.
Lamar Jackson's reputation because of the Ravens was in the mud. Why would the Ravens not want to sign an MVP? Why? Like what are the red flags? And then they were hyping all this stuff about his mom being his agent.
The agent, yes.
And then the injuries and all that stuff. They said,
his style of play. Is he really a good thrower?
Think about if I don't know who's a team in the last few years. Think about if like the 49ers had put an offer in for Lamar Jackson.
I'm with you, Swiper. What my point is that if people were to find all these reasons not to get a guy like Lamar Jackson, all that stuff, an average Bo Nix over 3 seasons, there's no way I just find it hard to believe.
50.
That's my point. I find it hard to believe if Bo Nix went to the Broncos and said, "You got to find 50 M's for me, and if you don't, I'm walking." I promise you, they're going to be like, "Okay, let's see."
But
they did that. They did that with Brock Purdy.
Bro.
But to be fair,
they made his mama get an agent license before they paid this man money. Yes, bro. If they put so many stop signs up with Lamar, hey, do your mama got an agent license? Hell no, you ain't finna get this money. You do this with every quarterback I've seen, bro.
Yeah, he got Lamar got treated like crazy. He got treated like crazy.
Even say, to Jake Waters' point, do I pay CJ Stroud right now? I don't know.
Yes, I'm paying him. No, that's not even a question.
But what I'm saying
the issue isn't CJ.
What I'm saying is, at least I would have more merit to say, well, he got 2 playoff wins, the rookie season to count on. He got 2. He's won the division twice. But
that's
even
enough to get 50.
But Bo Nix is about playoff game last year. He might win the division this year.
What I'm saying is all those things have happened, but CJ's play has kind of dipped. Yeah. So let's just say, right?
Let him go, Texans. Let him go.
Let's just say, right? It's $45 million. You don't want to take $45 million a year. I don't know how many teams in the NFL is going to give him the other 5 he's looking for. Maybe they will, but is like, for example, will the Dolphins give him $50 million a year? Maybe the Dolphins.
Well, I think J-Rob, you're going a little far. Because I would say if Bo Nix played like he did last year and maintained it, he'd be worth that going forward. Because that's a progression. The problem is regression. He's gone backwards, and therefore that's why the team is struggling away. Like if they have Bo Nix last year, right now, I mean, they might
be a better team. But that's my point. Even though he's regressed, they're still going to be a top tier team in the NFL.
Yeah.
So he'll be able to justify his play to warrant $50 million. So that's why I say for Bama's point is like, I don't know why some of these teams don't call a bluff. Like if I was the Jaguars, all right, let's see what your market is.
Especially since you saw Mac Jones play
So,
extremely well in this offense.
2 years from now, right now, Dak's making 60, Josh is making 55, Joe's making 55, Trevor making 55, Jordan making 55, Tua making 53. That's the worst contract in the league.
Tua making 53?
Jared Goff making 53. He deserves that money. He just doesn't get any love. Brock Purdy getting 53, Justin Herbert getting 52, Lamar getting 52, Jalen getting 51, and then Kyler Murray getting 46. Deshaun's still getting 46, by the way. So just for context, y'all.
That's bad. I ain't gonna lie, J-Rod. That context kind of crazy. I mean,
just for context, by the time we get 2 years from now, J-Rod, we're gonna be looking at about
6.
A 50 mil is a discount.
Yeah,
2 years.
Yo,
but that's the thing, though.
And they're gonna give him the 62 because they had to. Look,
J-Rob, do you think that there's how many teams in the NFL? You don't think one of them would gamble and say, I'm gonna get 50 mil? That's why these teams are too afraid, because it's the worry that
It's like a big game of chicken.
Literally, yeah. Because that's what it was with all these quarterbacks, with Brock Purdy, with the Dak Prescotts. It's okay, I can go get 50 from somewhere else. There's 30 teams, and one of them is desperate enough and thinks that they're contenders if they have me. And if they do that, then I'm gone. So
Yeah,
that's
I'm not paying
they're
Bo
worried
Nix.
for it.
you let a
No,
quarterback
what-
like that go. It's also the worry that you turn into a Browns where you let a Baker Mayfield go or you let a Sam Darnold go, and it just tanks. It
I
tanks
just-
the credibility
I
of
just
the
gotta
guys
ask,
who are there.
when did I
Yeah,
say
whatever.
I'm paying Bo Nix 50 M's?
No,
When did I
wouldn't
say
do
that, chat? Bro, I know we disrespected level. When did I say I'm giving Bo Nix 50 M's, chat? I never said
Yeah,
that.
I'm not
I
either.
never said
I
that.
figured out.
I
I
never
never figured
said
out
that.
what this is though with the quarterbacks. Pretty
Never
much,
said
they
that.
look for a quarterback once he shows some types of
Flash.
potential. or
They pay him
flash
like
or
basketball players.
They pay him like basketball players, but the thing with football, the salary cap is so strict, bro. So now is, hey man, which one of these quarterbacks can play without nothing?
Yeah.
And they haven't proved that they can play without nothing. Because this is the thing. They put up all of these numbers up under their rookie deal, right? Because think about the context. When they're up under a rookie deal, you ain't paying that much, like 20-some million a year. So now you're able to afford receivers. You can put Justin Jefferson over there. You can put what's my other boy that play receiver? Jordan Addison. You could get TJ Hawkinson. You could get a nice defense. You could get a good O-line. You could get a good run game because he only hitting us for 25 million right now. But once them 4 years is up and that 25 go to 55. Go to 65. Now you got to lose. You got to choose between, do you want Justin Jefferson or Jordan Addison? You got to choose now. Now you got to choose.
Ain't no choice.
Now my offensive lineman, he goes elsewhere. Now my defense, hey, them dudes got to go somewhere else because you're locking up all the money. Now we only have maybe a D tackle. Maybe we can only afford Dallas Turner. You see what I'm saying? But this dude still haven't shown you he can play with all these situations. So now what happens? He's forced into these situations, and then we be like, "What's happening, bro? Why can't he?" Because
it's not comfortable.
He only showed flashes when he was up on his rookie deal when everything is perfect. Because we've only saw a handful. Because somebody said it earlier, based off Bama's logic, it's only gonna be 4 or 5 dudes in the league that's getting all that money. You goddamn right, because there's only 4 or 5 dudes that have showed me. Regardless of what situation you put them in, they're able to overcome it. And that's Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. If you want to throw Joe Burrow up in there,
don't forget, Matthew Stafford could do the same thing.
But that's also the thing. That's why teams will do what they do and pay guys so much money, because you look at the Rams. I'm not saying that they're a bad team or anything like that. They're a good team, but we can all sit here and say that Matthew Stafford is a big reason why they're winning 100%. Games, and he's hiding a lot of deficiencies. And you look at the Eagles game, in a game where Matt Stafford, in my opinion, he left some points off the board with some inaccurate throws in the red zone. That changes it. But when Matt Stafford's on point, they win games, and it changes it for them. And that's why teams will say, you know what, you may not be there right now, but 2 or 3 years, development. And that's hard to project, and it's also a crapshoot. And that's also a reason why teams like the Commanders, they lose me, because you had $35-40 million of cap space going into the season, and you did nothing but get Laramie Tunsil to improve the roster when you only have 3 more years of Jaden Daniels on $25 million. Like it's teams like that are just ridiculous. Like, you're not serious to me.
And I'll say this: like, there is so much context in terms of this conversation. And like, if you have an elite roster, if you have a contender, you have a quarterback that is on a rookie deal, if you are in that situation, I could see like, bro, we're right here. We'll just pay him now and just try to take advantage of the first couple of years where it's really not cooking our cap. Like, those situations are a little weird. Or if you're a situation where you're like the Patriots and you have a generational talent at quarterback, it seems, from Drake May, it's like, yeah, we're going to pay him. We're pretty comfortable. But in the circumstances that we're talking about in precise, it's the situations where the team is not that good, the roster doesn't really have a future, and you have a quarterback that hasn't proved himself enough to reliably say that this is a quarterback that can lead us with a subpar roster. And that is the examples that we're going to have to say for teams like the Jaguars, the teams like the Dolphins. And unfortunately, the teams like the Cardinals with Kyler Murray. So there are just teams out there where it's like, yeah, he's our number 1 pick. Yeah, we picked him up, but he's not good enough to carry a roster that's not super elite. So
hold on. Drop him. I don't need it. I'm trying to understand.
That type of hate gotta go.
But before that, ain't no hate. Hey, you look where you are in our fantasy. You get down there in the dirt where you belong.
I'm right behind you.
Listen.
number 1.
Well, hold on. Let me say this. Shout out to my guys.
Number 1.
Shout out to my guys, my young boys, Mike and F. Dot. J. Rob, you know I love you. Swiper. I still got better running back door to you. And then Bama know what it is, man.
Who's Tyler Tucker? Who's that? Who's Tyler Tucker?
One of the chat members.
All right, because he's the second highest scoring team in the league. You know, I'm first, obviously, because I have the best.
I lost by like 0.6, man. I should have started taking
number 1?
man.
I don't know who's the highest scoring team in the league is me.
I don't care about the highest scoring team. Who's the number 1 seed?
I don't know.
It don't even matter, bro.
Read the name out.
Oh, you're 7-3. By the way, you're 7-3 with 1,430 points scored. Oh, that's cute. I remember when I was down there. Man, let's keep it moving.
How are you down there when I'm the number 1 seed?
Yo,
that's not for long.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
This topic, though,
So what I want to do, y'all, is get to this because there's a lot of great players apparently in college football, and I'm not gonna lie. I was on the phone with my dog because y'all know what the Baylor. Shout out Baylor. Shout out Texas now. You know, whenever y'all want to grow up and go to a real school, let me know. Talking to you, J. Rob. I think some of this is like
Huskies.
Nobody's ever. I don't even know their theme song, bro.
That's okay.
Do y'all have a mascot? I think some of this is like
Jonathan the Husky, baby.
I think some of this is like.
Are we talking about their football? Because their basketball is very legit.
No,
well, you know, we just beat Duke. We on our way, bro. I hope y'all been paying attention.
I wanted to talk about this in particular. Hey, Bama, are you because you're tapped in? J. Rob, Early, everybody else. Do you know how many receivers are in this draft?
Why?
And then also what I want to say to this, Bama, I went to the Ohio State roster. By the way, I went to the Texas A&M roster. Texas A&M got some nice players. They got some dogs. Their receivers at Texas A&M and their defense, dogs.
Casey Concepcion.
But do you know, bro? I went back to watch Arvil Reese highlights, dog.
Bro, he's right now ready.
I legitimately don't know if I've seen an off-ball linebacker look like that in 10 years, Bama. 10 years.
I'm going to be honest, Swipe, he going to be the highest drafted linebacker since I don't know.
Aaron Curry from Wake Forest, who was 4 overall.
Yeah. But I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest with the Texans getting the first overall pick in the draft. Swiper.
Wait, the
Titans. Excuse me. The Titans. Sorry. The Tennessee Titans.
I'm about to say what?
I almost might be able to justify them taking a linebacker with the first overall pick in the draft.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
As bad as that team is,
that don't make sense. No, it don't. That don't make sense. That don't make sense.
I mean, if that
don't make sense. If the Texans get a linebacker with that O line, if I'm sitting strong, I'm filing a lawsuit. I'm filing a lawsuit. You ain't got a linebacker?
No, not Texans. He didn't say Texans.
The problem is I just fixed it, bro. You always just reacting without listening, bro. I fixed it, bro.
I'm not always nothing. Don't be putting that on me.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie. Give
suck anyway. Who cares what they get? They suck.
I ain't gonna lie, though. I think the Giants need some weapons over there, though. Personally, I don't like Calvin.
They need everything.
No.
There's something that they don't
need. Ain't no, I don't like Calvin really. You niggas are so weird. Nope.
And just wait till
you niggas with Calvin really fans. You niggas with Calvin really fans. Don't know.
So Early, just for context, I'm looking at the Tankathon mock draft for next year. They have them getting Ruben Bain Jr. from Miami, number 1 overall.
What's his
grown ass man?
He's an edge. He
plays for
Miami.
But I'm gonna be honest.
Simmons gonna be out of there soon.
But I'm gonna be honest. The best prospect in the draft is Averill Reese. The best prospect in the draft. It's not close.
I think it's Arvell. I think it's Arvell Reese.
Arvell Reese. Excuse me. Arvell Reese is the best prospect in the draft.
No, I think so. Just pure football player. Yeah, he probably number 1.
But that's not the agenda that needs to get pushed. But we're gonna wait. Let's talk about when we talk about these quarterbacks.
So right now I'm looking at, and Bama, I pulled this up because I was actually really curious to see kind of where everybody kind of has everybody slotted right now. So I went to positional rankings, and they got Mel Kiper, involved in this. They have, I think this is Matt Miller. Matt Miller's involved in this.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Reed and Steve Munch, I believe is how you say his name. And right now, the top 5 quarterbacks from Mel Kiper are Dante Moore, Fernando Mendoza, Ty Simpson, Lenora Stellers, John Matier. For Matt Miller is Lenora Sellers, Fernando Mendoza, Dante Moore, Garrett Newsmeyer, John Matier. And then Minch has Ty Simpson, Dante Moore, Lenora Sellers, Fernando Mendoza, and John Matier. And then Reed had Fernando Mendoza, Dante Moore, Ty Simpson, Lenore Sellers, and then John Matier. So
who did Dante Moore play for?
Oregon.
A lot of people
I
say
think he's gonna stay. I would stay.
I like Mendoza. I ain't gonna lie,
Mendoza, and I'm gonna go with Sellers only because Sellers has the athleticism. Hey, bro. Matier and Newsom, please, bro. Please. Get them the fuck out of here, please.
Wait, I'm not trying to
those are bad
slander,
quarterbacks, bro.
Wait, I'm not trying to slander Lenora Sellers, but are we gonna do this again?
Yeah,
what do you mean?
We're gonna
Don't do that. Wait, time out.
Don't do what, J-Rob?
Oh, he gonna call him Anthony? No,
He's not a good quarterback.
If you're gonna say Anthony Richardson, there's a whole lot of different contexts. So
I'm being nasty. I'm being extra
ain't calling
nasty.
that.
All I'm saying though is like when you watch
Trey Lance, maybe Trey Lance.
When you watch him play, the quarterback position, I don't think he's impressive. I don't.
But I also don't think what's around him is impressive. But that's
fair.
That's not the quarterback
Their
we need to be
terrible.
discussing. Swiper, you're not gonna like this at all, brother. At all.
You about to say something nasty?
Oh, 100%. And this is also because I got my New York Jets goggles on about this kid.
Boys, nobody want to go to New York. Go ahead.
I'm talking to Swiper. I ain't talking to you.
Oh, it's like that. Cool.
I'm talking to Swiper, bro. I want him to hear this because I know you're gonna think it's crazy too. So it's fine. I want y'all to know that Fernando Mendoza is Andrew Luck light.
Oh,
Andrew Luck light.
Wait.
Light. I didn't say Andrew Luck. I said Andrew Luck light.
Oh, Ligta.
Yeah.
Not like. You said like.
No, not like. Light.
So like the less calorie version.
Calorie version of Andrew Luck. From a measurable standpoint, build, I think the build looks the same. I think IQ wise, I think that's where I think he's impressive. Pre-snap, compared to any quarterback in the country, I think right now of the top guys, he is the best quarterback pre-snap in the country currently. I think he also has the best ball placement of the group right now, in my opinion. I think when it comes to tight window throws, he's the best guy in the group. I think in terms of physical intangibles, 6'5", 225, big arm, big build, mobility. Will not rely on that mobility unless it is to make a decision. I don't think he takes too long with his processing, decision making. A lot like Andrew Luck, very hard major in college, able to balance out being a leader of men and his workload at the University of Indiana. And I think the biggest thing when it comes to quarterbacks, because I evaluate quarterbacks on a lot of different metrics. I look at how do you thrive through chaos, foundation building. I look at multiple things, not just what physical things and comparisons that we think he could just be from a God-given standpoint. I use Andrew Luck because there's intangibles that I feel like measure up, but I can compare him to from a standpoint of he reminds me of this guy, but I don't know he's going to be Andrew Luck. I want to say I think he's going to be the next version of Andrew Luck. But the intangibles, the IQ, the size reminds me a lot of this guy. And so I do feel like when it comes to the New York Jets, they got me up out of here. They said I was wilding. Hold on.
No, it's go ahead.
You can hear me? My bad.
Yeah, you're good.
Now you wilding.
No, I'm not wilding, bro. I'm giving a real take. I'll fix
you said he got better ball placement than JM from USC?
Yes. I think he has the best ball placement.
Well, he's good too, actually, yeah.
I think he's the most pro-ready of the group. I think he makes the Jets a better team, or whatever team it goes. I think he makes them better right now. I think he is the best quarterback in the draft class. Let me fix this, y'all.
You think he makes the Jets? Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. You gotta stop sending people to the Jets to die. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Stop doing that to people. Like that is like stop doing that to people, man. Like,
I don't.
if you look at all the little things, and I think the last thing I wanted to say before this thing cut me out about Fernando Mendoza is we got to take some merit in the fact that he is a part of the rebuild for a program that ain't been good for an entire lifetime, our parents' lifetimes, and our parents' lifetime.
Mhm.
This is a program that had one of the top 2 worst winning percentages in all of college sports. They are the number 2 team in the nation. I think there is a lot to say about that. And when it comes to a program like the New York Jets, who need to be rebuilt from the ground up, a guy like who's been a part of it, a guy who cares about winning, knows what a rebuild looks like. I think there's a lot of things that if I'm the New York Jets, this is our guy. I would find a way to trade up if it was word that the Saints wanted him or something. I would trade up. I give up one of them second round picks to trade up to the top 2 to make sure we land this kid. I think he is can't miss, but
can't miss.
I think he's can't miss.
I don't. I don't know if
he'll
I
be
go
missed if he
that
go to the
far,
Jets.
but
Tell you that much.
I'm not mad at him being the best quarterback. I think that's. I would say the same because I don't.
Yeah,
think
I would take him over
any other
17
guys
day
are
week.
better than him. Like no one else is better than him. Like the
Well, a lot
only
of
thing
people
that
are
I
saying
would
Ty
say.
Simpson is the best one.
Oh,
They
Ty
suck.
Simpson.
He
I
sucks
think
too.
Ty best
I
quarterback.
forgot about Ty.
He sucks
No, no,
too.
yeah.
Stop it.
Or
Please
either
stop it.
like, it's
Ty
either
Simpson.
him or old boy
He
from
decent. He
Connecticut.
decent as hell. He
He
decent
passed
as hell.
decent.
As my Chicago niggas say, he decent as hell.
He
Ty
passed
is
decent.
good. I think Ty has a lot better offense situation around him. But the one thing about
college.
Mendoza that I would say is I do think that they run a lot of RPO. Like that's something that I saw in the Oregon game. Like they have a very, very RPO heavy system. I think that might be something that he has to adjust to in the NFL. But I also think that he's played well enough in, like J-Rob pointed out, like he's 6'5", he has the intangibles. So I think Pavia is also good, but Pavia is
Diego Pavia will be playing in the XFL. And he was in the
Pavia
Cinderella
translation though. Like
He's
I don't know
he's
if Pavia is going to translate. Like
He's one of them
I don't like Ty
fun
Simpson's translation either.
NCAA. You're early, you drunk.
I think Ty
drunk.
Simpson has a way better translation.
Ty Simpson, out of all the quarterbacks
Ty
in the
Simpson,
NCAA this year, he's been in.
How tall is Ty
he's
Simpson?
been-
6'2"?
Yeah, he's 6'2", probably about 210 pounds, something like that. 205.
Who you think he'll look like?
I mean, it's a few QBs. Like,
Who? Who's
I'll
just
probably
actually
say-
successful in the NFL? Do you think Ty Simpson can be somewhat like?
somewhat like you got Baker, you got what's my boy over there, Seattle,
Sam Darnold.
I don't know if he got the
Darnold,
tools. Like
You think he got the arm to be bigger?
You think he got Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield's intangibles?
yeah. First off, this is what you got to realize. He's had the toughest schedule in college football by a mile this year. Played the toughest defense, and he's constantly put up 300 yards on their head without turning the ball over. Multiple touchdowns, only one interception. The only dude that's better than him right now is my boy over there at UConn, and they don't play no fucking body. All right. So he was on the road at Missouri. How many times do we have to go on the road? All right. Even when he was on the road at Florida State, didn't turn the ball over. And that's when all his receivers chose to be hala terrorists. They all had turbans on.
Williams.
Everybody. Ryan Williams dropping multiple
I ain't
passes.
gonna lie, Ryan
Still didn't
Williams,
turn the ball over.
boy.
They put him up under pressure.
Get him the fuck out of here,
They
please.
put him up under pressure, and he still was able to escape with his legs and deliver great footballs. You sit there and say, "Oh, he got the best situation in college football." No, he makes it look that way because the windows he's able to put this ball into. You 4th and 8, bro. You throw the ball to a freshman. Bro, that is ridiculous.
Bro, y'all got an old lineman. Y'all can make a tight end, bro. Stop it, bro. Like, come on, man.
He just transferred. He tried to transfer. Like, bro, like I said, I've been looking at my boy side.
He tried to transfer on y'all.
Ever since he went to Iowa and had to go back for tampering, I always looked at him sideways. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. We like him now. I ain't gonna say nothing, bro. I got this is my team. I could go down the list on these Alabama niggas. Like,
I think you're underrating
on that
a little bit.
That 6'5" corner name.
I do think like he's been legitimately good, and he's played well. Like, dude, his third down performance, like high pressure situations, like crossing the field, like I do think that is very impressive. But I think also the situation is really good, and how do his measurables, how does his arm talent, how does his all that stuff, how does that
maybe
translate? But he's not. He's also not a statue though either. Like it's not like he doesn't have
He's
any
mobile.
legs.
He's
He
mobile.
Brock Purdy for real.
I think
yeah,
he's
I'm
better
watching
than
a
Brock Purdy.
little bit. I see Brock Purdy in.
I see a little bit.
He's a
He's
lot
Brock
better than Brock
Pur- he-
Purdy, though.
No.
Brock Purdy's
Coming out
like
of college?
6'4".
Don't disrespect Brock Purdy like that.
Brock
Maybe coming out of
Purdy's like
college, but that's
5'11",
what
6 foot.
Saying Ty Simpson's Brock Purdy, there's nothing wrong with it. I will say this though, J-Rob, you might not like this. I'm watching a little bit of Mendoza. I see Daniel Jones personally. That's what I see. But I see Colts Daniel Jones. I don't see New York Giants Daniel Jones. I see Indianapolis Colts
Daniel Jones.
I
don't see Daniel Jones because honestly, I don't see Daniel Jones. But I mean, I'm not mad. Like if it's Indiana Jones,
yeah, Indiana Jones.
if it's Indiana Jones,
Not the last 2 weeks. We don't like that guy.
At the end of the day, I will say this too. The other thing I like about Fernando is, like, for example, I don't think he played the best game against Penn State as a whole. But I think when you had to have it the most,
He got it.
he made every big throw. Like
I didn't know he was that big. I didn't know he was 6'5". He was like 6'3".
6'5",
Yeah, he's a big
220,
dude,
bro.
bro.
Every big like that. I think, and again, every big throw in that last drive against Penn State. Those are NFL. You have to have it throws in big spots, and he delivered time in, time out. I think people don't even understand. Yeah, Omari Cooper probably made the best catch of the year in the back of that end zone. But the ball was put in the only place that he can even have a shot to make a play like that for real. And I want to say phenomenal play by both players, even better catch by the wide receiver.
Getting them toes in is
Give
crazy.
him a shot to even make that. He got 2 feet in.
2 feet in. That's crazy.
Let's go.
I just like to see him in a system that's more like translatable to the NFL. I would still have him number 1 100%. Mendoza. Because I just feel like
the scheme is translatable.
I just think they run a lot of RPO, like a lot. Like now, I'm not taking away from his good performances and his good throws, but like just on a play-to-play basis when you can't rely, like when the RPO like isn't there, you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. I feel like that might be an issue, but I do agree. I think he's the best quarterback in the class. I just don't see him better than.
So you think
the quarterback ain't that good?
Better than Carson
You need a
Beck?
proper coordinator to work with that offense. Like
yes, I think it's not even close. He's better than Carson Beck. Not even close.
Yeah,
Carson Beck is not what?
Carson Beck.
Like I even say this. I would even say this about Fernando Mendoza. Why I like him.
I don't like
Bring his name.
Go watch him in his interviews, Bama. He only talk about his teammates, bro. And if you ever score a touchdown, throw a touchdown pass again in Indiana, he only celebrate with his lineman, bro.
Hey, the other Mendoza on that team, was that his brother? Oh,
His
that's
little brother. His little brother. And his little brother be getting off. Little brother be getting off.
My only thing with you, J-Rob, though, is I don't know if trading up is the right move, though. That's probably the only thing that I'm with, because I do think if you want to say Mendoza is better, from what I hear, Mendoza and Ty Simpson are like the consensus top 2 quarterbacks right now.
No,
I think a lot of people
gonna be overtime.
A lot of people are falling off of Lenore Sellers, is what I'm hearing. A lot of people not.
I promise you.
Right now, some of the mock drafts have him going to the Steelers. Do you think he falls out the first round?
No, I think he'll still be a first round pick.
No way.
Steelers would make sense. It's like middle of the first round right there.
Not with that. Not with those.
No, he wouldn't make sense with the Steelers. No.
No, I'm just saying, placement wise, I could see that happening. And then because the Jets are in a situation,
still got Will Howard.
Oh yeah,
There's no way.
Howard.
Well,
Yeah,
what's the
Will
difference
Howard's
between
away.
Mendoza and Will Howard? You think Mendoza ain't much better than Will Howard?
Let me get off the phone.
Mendoza has way better of a skill set.
Yeah,
What's wrong with Will Howard?
Yeah, stop it. Please stop it.
You're on the team about Fernando Mendoza, bro. Like
Will Howard, come on.
Yo, I'm willing to acknowledge. I'm willing to see. The thing is, I hate when people bring up Will Howard because I'm the Ohio State guy in here.
He's not a good quarterback.
Will Howard, bro, all you gotta do is ease the gas. It's a Lamborghini, bro.
Yeah.
Ease the gas. Jeremiah is right there. Emeka is right there.
Cornell
You got
right there.
Davion and Quinshawn are behind you. Just
Come on,
ease the
bro.
gas, bro. It's not too
Yeah.
much to do.
Time out.
No way.
You talking as far as what? As far as throwing the ball?
Had a lot of great weapons.
I'm talking about what he had to do for Ohio State. He had
Oh
to
yeah,
do
absolutely.
much.
Same way I feel about Jalen McCarthy. Simple,
I feel
brother.
like Will Howard can do a little something for him, bro.
Not to the same extent, but it's also why, like, I'm not like
And
super high on Julian
because you
saying
actually
that.
brought us something right there, just talking about the weapons. Who do y'all think the number one wide receiver is in the draft?
Jordan
I
Tyson.
I like Lemon, man.
Tyson and Lemon.
It's Tyson, but Tyson, but I don't like
Jeremy.
it.
That boy
He's a
He's a
Jeremy.
future New York Giant, by the way.
Oh, actually, I'm lying. I'm bugging. Wide receiver 1, Carnell Tate. I forgot he's eligible.
Yeah,
Carnell. Give me Carnell
Carnell
Tate
Tate.
in the whole class, bro.
Give me
I like
Jeremy.
McCall
Give me
Lemon.
Jeremy Bernard.
He's hella explosive.
Well, I'm all of these lists I'm looking at. Jordan Tyson is the consensus number one for all.
Yeah, everybody love him.
Yeah,
I think Makai Lemon's the most.
Arizona,
two nice
Arizona,
routes.
He's nice.
I'm seeing Makai Lemon not top 3 in
bugging.
in wide receiver position.
Give me Carnell Tate, man.
Well,
It's not-
Steve Smith didn't have him on his list at all. Steve Smith had Cardell.
Didn't have him on his list.
He didn't have
Makai Lemon at all. He had Jordan Tyson number 1. Number 2 is old boy from what's the old boy? Old boy from Clemson. I can't remember his name, but the receiver. The receiver from Clemson.
Receiver, Steve only the receivers.
Number 3 was old boy Brazil from Tennessee. Number 4
was nice too.
Number 4 was somebody else. 5 was Cardell Tate, and then 6 was Jeremy Bernard. But he didn't even have Makai Lemon on his list.
I don't get that. He must not know who he is, bro. To not have him on the list, like, and it's not even a guy that Steve Smith like particularly hates. Like, the dude has really good route.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, Steve
he's just not an ex receiver.
As much as that's my great receiver all the time, he kind of poo-pooed Tat, and Tat been amazing this shit for me. So I ain't gonna lie, sometimes Steve
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I seen a mock that had Carnell going to the Giants at 3.
Okay, so 1 was Jordan Tyson,
3 third overall.
2 was Denzel Boston. 3 is Chris Braswell the second. 4 was Antonio Williams from Clemson. 5 was Cardell Tate, and 6 was Jeremy Bernard. So you got Jordan Tyson, Denzel Boston, Chris Braswell, Antonio Williams, Carnell Tate, Jeremy Bernard.
I'm not a fan of Tyson. I don't know why. I'm just not a fan of him. I don't know.
Wait, J-Rob, tell me on Carnell Tate a little bit because I'm trying to figure out what my number 2 receiver is going to be.
So wait, say that last part.
Sell me on Carnell Tate a little bit because I'm trying to figure out what my number 2 receiver is going to be.
The only thing I have to tell you, bro, he's from the Ohio State School of Route Running. What else do you need to know? Let the history speak for you. I don't need to speak for you. Let the history of the position out of the school. Brian Hartline School of Route Running gets you paid in the NFL. Mecca, JSN, Marvin, you get and then you get a 6'3" receiver, route runner, catch radius, and will attack the ball at the highest point.
Explosive.
And you're getting a big body receiver. I think it's, to me, no brainer. I'll go, if I were to rank them, it would be him 1, Jordan Tyson 2, my guy Bernard at Alabama is my wide receiver thing. I think he's an electric football player. I actually think he's underrated. I think he's closer to Jordan Tyson than Carnell Tate.
But you got him 3rd though?
Bro, do you not know them receiver screens they be throwing for him? Like, next time y'all watch Alabama,
watch
Alabama receivers.
Nah, he the best player. He best receiver on the team.
Alabama receivers block so terrible this year. I'm so mad Nick Saban's gone because them receivers, how they block, would not survive with Nick Saban. But every time they throw to Jeremy Bernard, he makes somebody miss. And it's effortlessly picks up 2 yards. If we can't get the ball moving, we put him at running back. We throw him jet sweeps. We put him at quarterback. He's the most freakish athlete on the team.
Yeah.
If you want to play defense, 6'1". If you want to play defense,
he don't look 6'1".
He was probably my wide receiver 3. I like Makai Lemon a lot. I actually still got a first round grade on him. I think there's all 4 of them are first round graded. Makai Lemon actually, to me, and I'm not even a fan of this team because I'm with the Jets. He'd be great for Josh Allen in Buffalo.
Oh yeah,
I think
somebody that can separate and explosive like him.
He can separate. You can put him in different locations on the field. You give him a guy who's always going to be available as a safety blanket. I think as a every down slot receiver.
Well, he's not gonna have him by that. My bad. He's not gonna have him by that.
If I'm the Buffalo Bills, I'm making a call for Brian Thomas Jr. and then I'm going to draft McCullough. My wide receiver group is good for the next 5 to 10.
He's taking Shakir's job, Makai Lemon, if he goes there.
But he's like 10.
I'd rather get a true number
He's
one that can play
short-handed like
outside,
the
inside
king.
like Tyson. I at least get Tyson that.
I think that's
But
the
you gotta
only
watch
reason
Thomas,
why
bro. He's
Makai
a
is.
dog.
I think that's the only
Yeah.
reason why
And
Makai is not more
He
highly
got
ranked.
yak. He got yak.
He got
Everything,
yak,
bro.
too.
But no, it might actually be better for Josh Allen because he's a physical type of receiver. That might be better.
No,
Yeah.
they got
Wait,
Keon
but Josh
Coleman. They don't
Allen-
need
but
another
Josh Allen was
physical
going
type
crazy.
receiver.
He
No,
had-
he don't need. He already got. He don't need another
He had
physical
Stephon.
specimen.
They got
down
who?
wide receiver.
Coleman, boy, that boy.
No. My
boy.
point is they drafted
Blue.
Keon. They were wrong, and now they got to move on past that archetype.
But
Yeah.
Keon could never. That was on them. Keon was a jump ball merchant. He wouldn't have route running.
Yeah, he
in
never
the
had no
start.
routes. Jeremy
Never had no routes.
A jump
And
ball
you can't
merchant
do that shit. He was a jump ball merchant. It was thrown up to that boy, and
All
you can't
Keon-
do that in the
All
pros.
Keon Coleman
whose
has to do.
attributes were overrated coming into the draft
All
too.
Keon Coleman has to do is sit and watch Des Bryant.
They
tape.
fell in love because he
He's
played
slew
bad.
footed.
He's
Yeah,
not
Brian
Des
Tatum,
though.
yeah.
He's just not.
He's
Des.
not. But Des
He
was,
not
he
as
got,
physical as Dez.
I'll tell
He
you
got
who
a-
I
He's
who
not
I do
early,
like that.
early days to
I-
low key.
I would have him watch. I would have him watch Des. At the end of the day,
But
he's
early
not gonna
Dez
be.
was explosive though.
Yeah, y'all not. He's still an explosive receiver. He's not a good separator. What am I bugging? We could turn the tape on.
I
He's
don't
not,
know, bro. Have you
He's
seen
not
that
a, he's
nigga?
not a bad.
He has
His-
no wiggle. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, that nigga's stiff.
It's not about explosiveness. Is not just about quickness in and out.
But Coleman's stiff though. I'm saying he's stiff. Like even like his
And that's
explosive.
what I'm saying.
Either you
The
have a
true
good
kid-
burst or you have good side to side. He don't
If
have
he
that one.
works and crafts on his game, that's why I say he needs to watch tape, learn what his body type is, how he moves. Because at the end of the day, if he works on the little things about his game, his weaknesses,
He might be good when he
he
30.
might be decent because
He might be good when he's 30.
Yeah, I'll give him to when he's 30, maybe.
I'm not
32.
watching no Dez Bryant
Jordan
film, but I would do
Jordan
this.
Jordan,
I would
not
sit.
the line.
I would
Or
sit
J-Rob.
Keon Coleman down. I would sit Keon Coleman down, and I would say, I'm gonna put on this 1999 Keyshawn Johnson tape, and nigga, this who you could be. Like the best of you is this who you could be. But
Damn,
Dez
that's
Bryant,
tough.
never.
That's
You
tough.
never. You can
That's
never
tough.
be Dez
Hey,
Bryant.
what about Chris Bell?
Good hands.
look at some Chris Bell tape.
Chris
What's
Bell
my-
is good.
What's my
Like
dog that played for the not.
I'm finna let y'all know though.
What about some Hakeem Nicks tape?
Not
Hakeem Nicks.
Not-
Ugh, that's nasty.
You know what I'm
Not-
talking about.
I don't
All
want to get too
receiver,
far.
swiper, played for the Buccaneers back in the day.
Vincent Jackson?
Vincent
Vincent
Jackson.
Jackson.
Bit, nah,
Watch some
Nah, he
Vincent
ain't
Jackson.
got, he ain't got
Watch some
Vincent
Vincent Jackson tape.
I don't think he.
I'm talking
Hey,
about
hey,
big
hey.
body receivers. He has to watch guys that are his
I'm gonna
build,
let
bro.
y'all know
Andre
though.
Johnson.
Next year, not this year, but next
Yeah,
year
that's
is
the
the
one, that's
year
the
for
one.
quarterbacks and receivers. Listen here, I know people all fixated on Jeremiah Smith.
You
it's
talking about the
another
next year? Oh yeah, the next year gonna be nice.
I know everybody fixated on Jeremiah Smith, but it's two of them in that draft. It's not
Cam
only
Coleman.
Jeremiah Smith.
Cam
Cam
Coleman.
Coleman is a cyborg
Cam
like him.
Coleman.
Kim
He's
Coleman
just
is
being-
what
I ain't gonna lie. Cam Coleman good, but Jeremiah
Hey,
Smith is
Cam
hey.
Coleman.
Good dog.
That's
Good
one
dog.
lifetime.
Good dog.
Y'all will see when
Cam
Cam
Coleman
Coleman go to
is a dog.
Tuscaloosa. He finna go right.
That's
up the road
cool, but
to
I'm just letting you know
Tuscaloosa.
that
No.
Jeremiah
I ain't
Smith
going.
is like
I ain't
that's
gonna-
one
I
of
ain't
one.
I don't think
gonna
y'all
lie.
really seen Cam
Cam
Coleman.
Coleman taking that back to go to Auburn definitely
Jeremiah
was
Smith
great
is like
for the
Andre
Jeremiah
Johnson.
Smith agenda because it is far and away he's number one. But Cam Coleman would have went to if Cam Coleman would have went to USC or SMU. And just any school with a decent pass game, I 100% believe we will be talking about him, and he would have been on the cover instead of Ryan Williams.
Coleman,
I ain't gonna lie.
I feel like,
The
though,
way
I feel
y'all
like,
was anybody
For
Ryan
real.
Williams
Cam
fast?
Coleman
'Cause
is
we
a
don't talk
freak,
about him no
man.
more.
I
Jeremiah
ain't gonna lie.
Smith is better.
Great
Ryan
pull,
Williams
man.
so nice.
Coleman
Like,
is
he's
Coleman
a
is
guy.
closer than what
Yeah.
people think.
Way
6'3",
closer than what people
elite
think.
speed.
Yeah,
elite
but
speed.
Jeremiah
It's
Smith
still-
is
it's still-
like
it's still a guess, though.
Jeremiah
It's still a
Smith
guess,
is like
though. That's
Dez
physical.
or
A red
and I'm
zone
saying that
matchup
Dez like
nightmare.
Julio.
A red zone matchup nightmare. Cam
He's a
Coleman is
problem,
unreal,
bro.
and his vertical.
Yeah,
Y'all
but
next
he
time
ain't
y'all
better than
watch-
Jeremiah though. He ain't better.
He right there, bro. He right
Right
there.
there.
He probably jumped
It's
higher
a, it's
than
a
him.
99. If it's close, it's 99 to a 95.
I ain't gonna say
Okay,
95.
decent,
Probably
decent
95, 99 to a 98.5.
No, it's not. No,
How
Cam
big is
Coleman-
Cam Coleman?
no.
6'3".
6'3".
Ooh.
And lanky.
And I'm willing
quick.
and I'm willing to bet
fast.
I'm willing to
And
bet he
move.
got like a 40-inch vertical, bro. Like the food jump high, bro. Like
And he's got length.
he's
too.
something serious, bro.
Is
And
he
it's-
better than is he better than Drake London out of college?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy. Easy.
Talent wise. Yeah,
But Jeremiah Smith could go first overall like Keyshawn. Like it was nobody blinking an eye, bro.
Was
That's how
Drake
good he
London?
is.
I mean, he was like he was really really good, but was he drafted more
I
based on
think he was
potential
top
production?
12.
No, he was. So he was top 10. I think he might have been top 10.
Well, he had the production too.
Yeah,
They
he got
fell in
both a
love
little
with him
bit.
because he was a basketball player
Yeah, that's
playing
right.
football.
Yeah.
So I mean, and then you got to think about it. Drake London was a JBF jump ball fiend, bro. You throw that ball in the air, bro. Like you was just seeing cameras flashing in the background, bro. Like
Christian
he was
Gonzalez
making
saw
look
it a
bad.
couple weeks ago.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to talk about them too much because we
all I
talk
gotta
about the
say
26,
is-
but yeah.
My
Well,
boy Drake
I'll-
London went out there and did Chris Gonzalez bad. If that was Sauce Gardner, we'd be having think pieces about it. That's all I'm saying.
And just for consensus,
what
Everybody
our-
gonna get. I ain't gonna lie, JSN
No,
did
you're right,
sing me
though.
bad.
You're right.
Everybody has a bad game.
with the last 10 minutes, I want to ask this question: Do y'all feel like Caleb Downs is the best pure football player in the draft, or outside of Reese?
Yes.
For
Just
sure.
football player. Just football player.
DB-wise.
Just football player. Like flat out play the game.
I mean, bro.
Yeah, because
it's definitely
he's
Honey
what I-
Badger like.
he's what I said about Jade Barron. We were talking about Jade Barron. Times 2.
Yeah.
Times 2.
He's more versatile too than Jade. I mean,
Caleb Downs, the difference between Averill Reese being I could justify him going number 1 is because he's going to play linebacker and he's also going to pass rush.
Mm-hmm.
So I can argue you have a run stopper and a pass rusher at one player. I could
and he can drop.
he could drop
Jacob Rodriguez might be
Yeah,
good football.
I
Rodriguez.
can't justify Caleb Downs because he plays safety, but I would say he's a top 10 pick. I don't know if he'll go top 10, but he is easily the second best prospect at his position in the draft as a prospect.
I like this take right here, Swiper. The best thing I can say with Caleb, he's the safest prospect.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Is he more like a Kyle Hamilton type safety or Xavier?
Well,
McKinney
he's about 6 foot.
Kyle
6'1".
Hamilton.
He's more honestly. He's
but you
more
know-
like Whitfield 2 years ago.
But if
He's more like Whitfield 2 years ago.
I think y'all
You
both-
can
I
put
think
him
y'all both missed the
anywhere
mark.
on the
He
field.
feels like
he's a unicorn. You can put him
he
anywhere.
feels like Eric Berry to me.
I was just about to say that.
Eric Berry,
I'm about to say.
I don't know if he, but Eric Berry can hit. I don't know.
I think
No,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
remember
yeah.
Eric when he was at
Yeah,
Tennessee, he played
he not
slot,
watching.
safety,
Not
nickel.
watching.
Like he can play corner. He lined
Yeah,
up
that's what I
corner
was gonna say.
times.
Caleb.
It's
I was
crazy.
gonna say
I was
he
going
was
to
Troy
say Charles
Polamalu.
Wilson.
He was
I was
somebody
gonna say
like that.
Charles
Troy
Wilson.
Polamalu.
So what we say? What about
He's
Earl?
probably the best
What about
prospect.
Earl?
Earl Thomas.
Ryan Branch.
Oh,
I'm gonna be
no,
honest. Y'all not gonna like this. Y'all gonna
Earl
say
was
it's
super
Ohio
rangy,
State.
though.
Caleb Downs is the best safety prospect since Sean Taylor.
Man, shut
No,
the
no,
fuck
no,
up.
no,
Just
no.
God
say-
damn.
When y'all see him, just
Yes.
think Nick Saban, bro.
He's crazy. I
God
agree. He's
damn.
crazy. But
Caleb
not
Downs
Sean.
is the best prospect.
Taylor?
I'm gonna tell you right now, he can play every position.
prospect.
Prospect.
To be fair, Jamal Adams was like a top
Don
5 worthy
Taylor.
player.
Woo.
better
Out of
prospect than
college.
Jamal
What?
Adams.
Jamal Adams
If
out
he-
of
if
LSU
he
was like a
didn't-
top 5
he doesn't-
prospect, bro.
If he played a premium position,
You think he's
at
better
the
than
level
Tyrann
of-
Matthew?
Hey,
Yeah.
no, but remember Tyron.
yeah.
If
Tyrann
he
Matthew.
if he
Yeah,
didn't
I
have
don't know, bro.
if
Y'all
he didn't have this, he
Oh,
wouldn't
I
have
do
fell
not
to the third
care.
round. If he didn't have this, he doesn't fall to the third round. He's top 10.
I agree. I agree with all of that.
And J
Watch
Rob, you
the tape.
gonna feel me
Watch
on
the
this.
tape.
You gonna feel me on this. Now he didn't turn out. But college prospect, Taylor Mays.
Taylor
That was
Mays.
another
he ran that
one, bro.
4.3,
That was
when he ran
another
that
one,
4.3,
I
bro.
was-
love,
oh, yeah.
I
Oh,
love
yeah.
what y'all are
He ran
saying.
4.27.
But at the end of the
4.29.
day,
He ran 4.24, but it was actually
go
4.34.
turn on Caleb Downs' tape. It's
Yeah.
flawless, bro. Anybody could argue L take eat my short. Caleb Downs is the guy. I think Minka
I don't think
Fitzpatrick.
Kyle
great
Hamilton at
Kyle
Notre Dame.
Hamilton, great. These are all great prospects. I'm putting Caleb Downs as a prospect against any safety prospect, and that is the only one I would say over him is Sean Taylor. I swear to God.
Hey,
His
what I
tape
would
is
do for him to
perfect.
be in Dallas.
Yeah, but he don't make mistakes on
sold.
tape. I'm
No, I
telling
feel
you,
that.
watch
I
the
feel
tape.
that.
He
Jared
carries
needs to
everything.
sold to get
at a
him
high
down.
level.
Wait, so what's the last time we seen a linebacker like Arvell Reeston?
Was Manti ain't go first round? Did he?
No,
Manti.
Jacob
Yeah,
Rodriguez. Jacob
I'm
Rodriguez.
Yeah.
gonna say
Hold on,
Yeah.
Time out.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna sound like y'all don't know ball.
Man,
Y'all gonna sound like y'all don't know ball. You
I'm
can't
thinking
say
about how-
Arvell Reese and then say Manti Teo.
Yeah,
No.
hey,
Jacob
yeah.
Rodriguez.
No,
It's
what I'm
Jacob-
saying.
pure
no, I'm not-
linebacker wise, because Arvell
I'm
Reese is a
talking-
rush. He's
my
pass rusher.
My point is about who was the last highest drafted linebacker. Who was the last
Micah.
highest drafted?
I'm about to say
linebacker?
Micah. You think Micah?
Oh, see, I'll be thinking about him as a defensive end. Yeah, Michael Parsons.
Because remember,
That's
Michael
what
was
he
middle.
was middle linebacker.
Michael was middle.
But that's more what Arvell Reese is.
But Arvell Reese
Jacob Rodriguez is your
though.
signal caller, and like I said, that nigga might win the Heisman this year. Like people like sleep on what Buddy's doing down there at Texas Tech, but that nigga's putting up a masterclass.
Why would you sleep on that when they're one of the best teams in the damn?
He's put up a masterclass at middle linebacker.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro, Bama, but you're not telling the truth about Arvell Reese. He ain't just no deep pass rusher, bro.
But linebacker play, Jacob Rodriguez is the closest thing, if not better, than Mantateo. Mantateo almost won the Heisman.
But you bringing up
Rodriguez. I love Jacob Rodriguez.
That's not even
better than Arvell Reese.
That's not even a top 3 inside linebacker last 15 years on college football.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm going all the way to Pat.
Who we talking about? We talking about
Ruben Foster was a great
We're talking about Rodriguez. We're going to inside linebacker. Remember, Pat Willis out of Ole Miss was a like, you know, that was like a top 5 board.
Oh, you talking about prospect? I'm talking about simply playing college.
Even Ruben Foster.
Ruben Foster.
I'm talking about playing college right now. He's the best linebacker in college football. Probably the best defensive player in college.
Devin White.
Yeah, but those type of
Devin White was crazy. He was
number
5 overall pick.
Another good prospect. Thank you, Chad. Thank you.
Best middle linebacker was Ruben Foster for sure.
Those type of positions.
Yeah, Ruben had it all.
If you're just an off-ball linebacker,
him and Fred Warner would have been going
early. Ruben's freshman year, them kickoff highlights that he had with that.
Yeah,
bro, he was a bomb, like a legitimate bomb.
Do we think Reese is a high prospect because he did play a little bit of D line and outside linebacker at times? Javon Clowney.
Hey, by the way, I still haven't forgotten.
I wouldn't compare them as prospects, though. I wouldn't compare them as prospects. Because I don't care what Bama trying to convince y'all. Arvell Reese is playing every down linebacker. He's not rushing with a hand in the dirt.
Yeah.
He's rushing from his linebacker spot. Because he can cover, he can run stop. I just think the reality when it came to Michael Parsons, I think Arvell Reese is a better prospect than Michael Parsons because what we heralded Michael Parsons was really his ability to rush the passer. That's what was his generation. People thought he was an elite pass rusher. But in terms of cover, rush, run stop, reading keys, moving when the guards are pulling, being able to define pass versus run schemes, I mean, bro, I love Rodriguez, Bama. I think you're having a great season.
Is he coming out this year?
Is he better than Fred Warner?
No. Well, Fred fell to the 5th round, so Fred was a 5th round pick. So
if they're slotting him in some places to go top 3 at the positions, you tell me early. Come on, bro.
Yeah, Levante David, somebody said.
Number 1 is crazy. Let's be real. That's crazy.
Fred never should have fallen that far.
I'm very high on USC linebacker, the 6'5" linebacker for USC. I'm very high on him.
Hey, Bama, and again, I'm going to keep saying this. I have never in my life seen to this day a better 4-man rotation at linebacker than USC in 07 when they had Maava, they had Keith Rivers, they had Brian Cushing, and they had Ray Maluga. Those were their 4.
Great pull.
Brian Cushing.
The greatest.
Brian Cushing was a madman.
And Taylor Mays was behind him.
Steroids, well, that boy really was some.
I ain't gonna lie. If they would have they should have did with Taylor Mays the same thing they did with Jamal Adams or what they did with Mark Barron. Put him at linebacker, man. He'd have been an awesome outside linebacker. You know what I'm saying? Blitzing, things of that nature. Could have been like a Devin White type of guy. Or he could have did what they did with Thomas Davis.
And no disrespect, Bama, to Rodriguez. He's not better than Sonny Styles either. He's not, bro.
That's a name.
We have the best. I ain't gonna lie, Swiper. I hope you've been paying attention. We have the Sonny Styles. I bet you go first round.
Like I said, that shit go get put.
Anthony Hill. It's Anthony Hill.
Swiper. I'm telling you right now, Arvell Reese and Sonny Styles will both be going first round.
Is he
for UConn?
Anthony Hill tough too.
Is Anthony Hill better than Rodriguez?
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Rodriguez is to me linebacker 4, bro. Love him. Love what he's doing. But if you look at the tape, all right, I'm gonna chill.
Oh, by the way, y'all talking about linebacker prospects, CJ Mosley. We just forgot.
Them easy. Dante Hightower, Orlando McClain. They could go on and on. Boy, them boys was really,
listen, none of them boys was up for number 1 though.
Orlando McClain went 8th overall.
Tremaine Edmonds.
Number
Went
one.
overall.
There was
Tremaine
not a
Edmonds.
mock. You couldn't
6'5",
find a mock draft.
Oh, what they,
But
yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I'm with
find
J-Rod.
a
Number
mock
one
draft.
overall,
You
though.
couldn't find a mock draft with none of them linebackers going number
Yeah, number
one.
overall is
We
crazy.
have
They
a
were high
linebacker.
Who's the last linebacker to go number one overall?
One.
Last what?
Linebacker go number one overall.
Middle, like off ball linebacker.
Off ball. What's the last
Off ball.
off ball linebacker to go number one in the draft?
Arvell Reese is a
Yeah, good
pass
luck with
rusher.
that one.
No, he's not. Stop saying that, bro.
Yeah, he is.
Stop saying that. You don't even watch
Yeah, he-
Ohio State every week, bro. Stop saying that.
Bro, when
Bro,
you do
stop
watch
saying
him,
that,
boy,
bro.
Buddy is coming off the edge. Rolando McClain
He
was
come
not
off the
coming
edge.
off the
He
edge.
stopped the rush.
He was
He
meeting
played
you
pass
in the
coverage.
gap, slamming you on your neck. That's what
Hey, J-Rod,
Rolando
J-Rod,
McClain
This is
was
the only
J-Rod,
thing
hey,
you know
J-Rod.
football.
Rolando
This
J-Rod.
off-ball
Rolando
linebacker
McClain was
is
doing
rushing
right
the passer.
here.
Hey,
You know what
J-Rod.
he's doing?
McClain was
He's
J-Rod.
blitzing. He's
J-Rod.
blitzing.
J-Rod, if you have a
Imagine-
son and he play football, we you send them to
Imagine
we-
what's going.
you going Ohio State, you going UConn. When you send your son,
Ohio
Dang, we didn't even say Roquan Smith, y'all.
you son nasty.
Yeah, it's a.
Hey, J-Rod really went to Ohio State.
Ain't that right?
Roquan for sure.
I'm trying to
Unless you
look.
tell me UConn in the ACC or something.
The
AJ
highest
Hope
I'm
was like
seeing.
fifth
The highest
overall.
I'm seeing is Devin White at 5 in the last few years, but I'm looking though.
I'm gonna
Luke
say number
Kuechly
one
went
overall.
9.
Probably. But J-Rod was pass rush and he's
That's what I'm
Like
saying. I'm
you hear
looking
what
for
I'm saying?
off-ball.
They got him slated to go number one, bro. What are we talking about?
yeah. I don't remember the
You
last
gotta-
time.
The
If we're
highest drafted
Come on,
off-ball
bro.
linebacker I've ever seen is Aaron Curry. He went 4, and he was a bust.
I
That,
would-
but
Aaron
that's
Curry
not
was
the
such a
highest
bust.
I've ever seen. But he was
I would
amazing
give
at Wake
everything.
Forest.
College,
Yeah,
college,
he
he
was
was
great
amazing.
in college.
He was
That's
a
all I
brute.
gotta say, y'all. Like, let's be real. They got a off-ball linebacker slated to go number one. Don't let Bama fool you. You know why his off-ball linebacking ass is at the line rushing? Because it's
He's
a
a
blitz.
freak athlete.
Because it's a blitz. They're blitzing. He's moving. He's not. He's vacating there. He's blitzing. But also, FDOT, they ain't signaling him to come off the field on nickel. They ain't signaling him to come off the field. So he's playing in their coverages. He's run stopping. Don't let this hater fool you. I know we got the last ring, and we got the next 3 more,
It
Bama.
wasn't.
Unfortunately for you,
McClain.
your time is up, pinhead.
That's what you hoping.
But J-Rod,
That's what you
J-Rod.
hoping.
Ohio,
That's what you
kid.
hoping.
It is what it
Hey,
is.
man.
And
J-Rod, J-Rod.
and I'll be nasty. And I'll be
J-Rod,
nasty.
what-
Y'all say Pierre better than Arvell Reese. Y'all say
Who?
Pierre better than
Yo, stop.
Arvell Reese.
J-Rob,
Who?
don't.
Y'all say
J-Rob,
Pierre.
don't.
Yeah, y'all
you
go
don't
that
even
boy.
gotta
And he a
respond.
freshman this year. And he a freshman coming off the edge. Already got 6 sacks. Didn't
Unfortunately-
play until week 4. You're
This
not even
is
gonna
crazy.
do this.
This is crazy.
Hey, all I'm
Yeah.
gonna say
You know,
is
he get.
all I'm gonna say is Ohio State best defense in the country, and that's honestly probably a hands down.
No. You're not selling it. You're not selling it. This the best defense. Better defense. Actually, this is the best defense of the last 25.
All right, we out of here. We're out of here. And that's
Oh,
our
their
time.
defense is
Hey
disgusting.
man, let's put out the mud with Sean McCants.
2019.
Let's put out the mud with Sean McCants. This has been
Wait.
player's choice, man.
Wait a minute. Bama, does he not remember the 2013 Roll Tide?
I'm taking
Yo,
him
hey,
over all of them.
Yeah, this nigga tripping, y'all.
Do you not remember what 2013
I'm taking it there.
Alabama did?
I'm taking 2025, 2026.
2013 Alabama?
We got 2 linebackers.
Bro,
do you
going
know
in
who
the
was
top
on that
15.
team?
We got a
15
safety going
Alabama.
top 10. Everything you want to say, look at what we're
But no,
doing.
hold on. But forget that.
Historical numbers.
They're not even better
They
than the
got 40
Hurricanes.
touchdowns on us,
J-Rob. The
He's
Miami
smoking dope, bro.
Hurricanes in
He's
01
smoking dope, bro.
are the greatest team on both ends we've ever
I
seen.
don't believe that.
No, it's not about
I don't
believing.
believe
It's
that.
factual.
Nope.
J-Rob. They had Merriweather, Antel Rowe, Sean Taylor, Ed Reed, and then they had Jonathan Vilma,
Yes.
DJ Williams, and
Yes.
Dan Morgan.
Yes, I remember them boys. They were
And Wilkin, and they had Vince Wilfork in the front.
You talking about 01, right?
Big
01.
Yeah, he got
Drink water,
2025,
2011. That's what had
2026.
Courtney Upshaw.
Do you
on it,
understand?
2011.
Do you understand? We did irreversible damage to Arch Manning PR first day out. That's what that defense did to him, bro. We set the
Not
tone
much.
for his season. It took him till him going back home week 8 for him to get his juice back. We doing irreversible damage, and I promise you, if an elephant
I'm
wanna
not-
come to the if an elephant wanna come to the shoe,
and get rolled on and put in a backwood.
What Alabama team you said, Swipe Up? What Alabama team you said?
We ain't going no shoot. It's gonna be a neutral site.
What Alabama? What Alabama team you said, Swipe Up?
Come out.
The Notre Dame game was 2013, wasn't it?
2012.
2012.
I'm gonna say 2011 Alabama defense. Stop it, brother. Stop it. Y'all not better than 2011 Alabama defense.
Yeah, Miami, but J-Rob, you know Miami's better than that. Miami's way better than that.
Yeah, I'm being a little biased. Miami's the one team I'll give you. Swiper, I promise
USC
you.
USC in 07 too.
Hold up. I didn't better than the 09 Huskies with Dominican Sue.
Yes, we are.
Hell no.
Corn Huskers. Yes, we are.
Hell no.
Bro, them niggas gave up like 220 yards a game,
right
brother.
here with the
They had like
Eagles
5
jersey
shutouts.
in the Alabama hat. When they put out them final projections after we go undefeated, he's going to be sitting there with his fingers crossed, praying to God he has to meet us at the very end. Because if he meet us in the first 2 rounds, we put it straight.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
That Husky defense gave up 10 points a game, bro.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie,
brother. Stop it, brother. Please stop it, brother.
Just give. It's gonna be a repeat, bro. I'm sorry.
Give us the trophy.
It's not a repeat. I don't know how y'all think it's a repeat. When we got a 6'5" cornerback.
Do we like them all? Who else you say?
Jeremiah Smith.
You said USC. You said USC.
I see what you did.
07.
Devo.
Do the 07 roster.
I see what Devo
07
did.
USC.
Yeah, so that was the 4 when they had the 4 linebackers. They had
Them niggas gave up. Them niggas gave up 9 points a game.
What?
211 yards.
Wait. Say that again. Say that again.
The 08 USC Trojans gave up 9 points a game and only gave up 211 yards a game.
That's crazy,
bro. And by the way, hold on. They
had 6 shutouts and 13 players with
I messed it up. Y'all, on that 08 roster, they had Jarrell Casey, they had Everson Griffin, they had Clay Matthews, Brian Cushing, Mayava, and Ray Maluga. They had Malcolm Smith on that roster. They had Taylor Mays on that roster. They had who else was on here? Drew McAllister was on that team. Come on, bro.
Bro, I feel y'all,
bro. 9 points a game. 9 points a game is crazy.
Bro, I think we only giving up like 6, bro. So what y'all talking about? All I'm saying,
but 07 college football, bro, like that's peak college football, dog. That's peak college football.
Let me just hold on.
2018 Clemson with Dexter Lawrence.
The Clemson roster was cool too.
Hold on,
Isaiah Simmons.
Isaiah Simmons was in there. I need to look for something real quick.
The Georgia team in 2021. I'm talking about nobody's taking Miami off my heart. I'm talking, it's not happening.
I'm telling you, the defense, but Alabama 2011 defense is like the one that's probably close to their defense.
That might be though, J-Rob. Y'all might be.
Bro, do you understand the most? Do you understand the most points somebody got on this year was
14? Penn State.
Suffocation.
Wait, do y'all you don't? But J-Rob in 2000 they played.
No. Illinois had 60 points.
They played the Heisman winner Tim Couch and made him look like trash.
I'm fine. At the end of the day, Swiper.
I'm about to say, but it's
USC,
y'all schedule, J-Rob.
You saying the right
a little fluky.
We would run through the SEC.
You
run
wish.
through the SEC.
You
we
wish.
run through the SEC.
You
we would run through the SEC.
You wish.
You could
We
give
got more ranked
wins.
wins. We got more ranked wins.
I promise you.
Y'all played Purdue, Penn State, Wisconsin, Illinois, Minnesota, Washington, Ohio, and Grambling State.
And I promise you, you can give us.
And y'all struggle versus Texas.
You gave us Alabama's schedule. We still
got 3 losses right
now. You lost to Florida State. You lost to Thomas.
Y'all got 3 losses.
Y'all only beat Texas by 7 points.
Y'all will lose to Georgia. Y'all will lose to Georgia at Georgia. Y'all would have lost that game in Missouri.
As a team, he said they would run through the team in general. He said they would run through the SEC.
We would run through the SEC.
Okay,
hey y'all.
Run through it.
Y'all, I know we have to pick this conversation back up because we are over time by a little bit, but we're gonna
SEC is crazy.
We're gonna get back to this because J-Rob, if you can make it next Wednesday, we can have a full scale conversation. Matter of fact,
I'll be here next Wednesday.
When you said you won't be here?
I will be here.
Bama, when he asked for the title, what we're gonna do is rank the 10 greatest college football teams of all time.
Ooh, that's a good one.
10 greatest college football teams of all time. We already know one, so really it's after one. And then we can work down from there.
2002 Miami?
Nothing's topping that. So
Yeah, I'm
after
good with
one,
that.
we can work down
2001
from there.
Hurricanes got
2001 Miami.
Excuse me.
2001 Miami. I
2001.
keep saying
Yeah, I'm
2002.
good with that.
2002 got robbed too, by the way. That was
Yeah,
not a
2002
that was not a,
Miami.
that was not a
Right.
PI. That was not a PI.
2001.
Hey, but y'all know what time it
2001.
is. This is the press box. We have a host of amazing characters up here. Everybody is invited back to come back again. Bama, make sure everybody's invited to come back next week. I want your list. 10 greatest college football teams of all time. We're gonna clip this. I want y'all wearing y'all's favorite jerseys. If you got them, ask Bama. If you don't got one,
I
we
don't
got
know.
plenty to give
Wardell
you.
don't watch college football, so I don't
You don't
know.
watch
Yeah, I
college
definitely
football.
don't want.
All right, well, you can Google, and then Google will help you, my brother.
ChatGPT that
Hey,
John.
y'all know what time it is. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. We out.
You go